let's take them back real quick to the beginnings of Eden Zero, the intro arc, and we'll also look at the Norma arc while we're at it. But before we take this blast to the past, run the opening. I'm not really going into detail or doing a page-by-page analysis or anything like that. I'm just kind of here to talk about it, so don't expect me to be analytical. I actually almost forgot Rebecca had her own ship. Her arrival to Grand Bell is when this adventure begins, and the moment she landed on the planet, everything was looking right, everything was going her way, everything was looking nice. They're out here ready to throw a party for her, because they get no visitors. But as she's being welcomed and whatnot, she takes on the quest to fight this massive robotic cat that she doesn't even end up beating, as it gets taken down by our main boy with his epic entrance, Shiki. I mean, hey, if I was Rebecca, I'd be creeped out too. But dude, Shiki's so lucky. I want to do that too. Now, Shiki is such an interesting character, let me say, dude. The guy lives on a planet full of robots that are quote-unquote dependent on his repairs, and he takes them all in as friends. When I'm saying that's a smile you gotta protect, that's a smile you gotta protect. My boy for real means no harm whatsoever. I mean, can you really expect danger from a guy whose only friends are robots? Like, imagine having no human friends, bro. My heart, dude. And from here on out, you really start to see their relationship grow. And being Shiki's first human friend, I feel like Rebecca kind of has to look over him. I mean, heck, if a girl is willing to cut your hair for you, I mean, come on now, that's a friend right there, man. But yeah, the next morning they wake up and then boom, all kinds of stuff goes down. Rebecca's tied up and Shiki's just like, yo, what's going on here? And the whole situation just flips upside down. It's bots good, human bad, a wild turn of events that I guess you wouldn't really expect to take place. And looking back at this, like, these were Shiki's only friends. So he's put all his trust into them, all his respect, all his love goes towards these machines that ultimately end up turning their backs on him. So he's like, all right, bet, it's like that then. So he took matters into his own hands and started rocking them robots. And yeah, pretty much, yeah, he knocked his boys out, man. But it's all heartwarming and good to know that it was all a part of their little act. It was just something to get him off the planet, like just get the dude out of here. Cause his Grams Ziggy wanted him to see the outside world. He wanted him to go into space and meet Mother. So boom, that's what they do. They take off and whatnot. Rebecca takes Shiki back to her home planet, Blue Garden, where the guild Shooting Starlight resides. And bro, let me say, as a fellow YouTuber, Rebecca needs her views, man. The Ao Neko channel won't subscribe to itself. Her channel gets joked on so hard in this story, it's not even funny. But dude, I support her B-Cube grind. Wild how before they can even get to the guild, they're already running into trouble. Happy's already getting stolen, and here goes Shiki ready to knock the dude out. They get the boy Happy back, but then it goes into his little backstory about how he died and became part machine, and yeah. But man, let me say, turning into some guns, that's pretty hard, bro. That's pretty cool. So anyway, Rebecca started blasting. I've been wanting to say this for a while now, but I think you can technically say Rebecca is trigger happy. Get it? I'm gonna delete my channel now. Anywho, they're about to get to Shooting Starlight, and one of Elsie's subordinates come through to notify her about Shiki's departure from Grand Bell and his arrival to Blue Garden, leading her to take action and make a trip there. And with that, the intro arc comes to a conclusion. The introduction did an amazing job of introducing the characters and pretty much the setting that they're in. All in all, it pretty much did its job. Now, technically, the Norma arc starts at chapter 3, so here we go. Seeing how the first 2 chapters of the introduction arc took like 3 minutes for me to talk about, I'm gonna try to speed past the Norma arc here. Just wanted to do a quick and general recap, to be honest. I kind of wish Clarice got more panels. I like how she's always crying. But when you step into Shooting Starlight, it's just a completely different world. I try really hard not to do this, but everybody's doing it. Everybody compares Eden Zero to Fairy Tail. So when you look at the Fairy Tail Guild and Shooting Starlight, you can see the difference in the way they act. It's a bit more civilized, I guess, and they're kind of more realistic with their ideology, considering that in Fairy Tail everything was all about friendship, family, this and that, blah blah blah, and people call this soft. People are all like, oh my goodness, what's with all this power of friendship stuff? So here we are in Eden Zero with Shooting Starlight, and the guild is just completely different. They laugh at Shiki for wanting to make friends and see Mother. They're just not supportive. They don't care about this man's dreams. So I really like how Mishima did that little twist there. He kind of shifted the theme of this story from what he did in his previous works, and I kind of like that. There's not so much of a focus on the Shooting Starlight Guild, but more of the perspective of the Eden Zero crew itself, so that's pretty cool. Bro, can we also talk about Lobelia real quick? Now, you guys already know how I feel about females with the superior, bow before me aura. Call it weird, but dude, I'm always willing to submit, man. Lobelia could stomp on me any day. But aside from all that, we're gonna super speed past this because I really don't want to spend 1,000 hours talking about Norma. So here we go, let's make this quick. When Shiki and Rebecca get to Norma, they realize that it's Norma 50 years in the past because of all the dates and whatnot, and they meet Wise, and then Wise is like, he's 50 years younger, and then the older Wise is like, oh yeah, you know, you guys are 50 years in the past. It's just a bunch of time stuff. I've really been wanting to note on this for a while now, but Xiaomei, oh man, I haven't made this joke in a hot minute, but I know the OGs will remember this one. But can we please give Xiaomei's cakes a round of applause? And as you guys remember, Wise had some beef with Sabir. Shiki and Rebecca run into Sabir. And while this guy Wise is pretty much escaping with the case as well, Shiki and Rebecca run into Sabir in this giant mech that he's piloting. And a quick note, man, look at how beautifully drawn that is, bro. I swear, if it doesn't look like that in the anime, I'm gonna snap. And I'm saying, bro, Shiki does some unbelievable stuff sometimes. I also want to note on the battles and just how they work. In Eden Zero, you know, there's a lot of like twists and turns and perspective in the way they fight. And I'm really hoping for a studio that can completely nail that. Though I'm not the one making the call. I would say Studio Bones would be nice, just saying. Probably our best choice. Oh, and the David production as well. A lot of people reminded me about them, like, oh my goodness, dude, they'd kill it. But that's beside the point. All in all, I'm pretty much looking at the intro and Norma arc as definite arcs that are going to be adapted in the anime. Whether the show just turns out to be 12 episodes or 24 episodes, hopefully it is a seasonal, that's one. And two, since we're pretty much bound to get these initial arcs adapted into the first season of the anime, I say the people who are anime only are in for some heat. Honestly, can't wait, dude. But I digress. Let's remember here that in the Norma arc is where we meet two of our new crew members. We gain both Pino and Wise. Pino, the one being in the case that Wise is carrying. The whole thing is crazy because apparently she's like real valuable and stuff, and she'd get tortured heavily, like just having her leg ripped off. Like, bro, take it easy on the machine. But yeah, Shiki's all like, man, I can't stand for this. So he starts going off on Sabir, and then yeah, after pretty much taking him down, they make their escape, and turns out Wise is just chilling on the ship. So that's how we gain the brain of the ship. Wise, Steiner, as well as Pino, who is completely adorable. I need a Pino in my life. So cute. In essence, that's pretty much how things run down. Again, I did say I wasn't going to do a page-by-page analysis. I just wanted to talk about it a bit. And considering that these two arcs pretty much have to be in the first season of the anime, I did kind of want to do a recap, even though, I don't know, the anime might not come out in like next couple months or maybe even a year, who knows. But I did want to refresh everyone's memories. Although it wasn't in detail, I wanted to do it just a bit so that we don't forget literally everything that happened at the start. And I hope I was able to provide, even though I wish I would have been able to go into more detail in this video. But dude, I'm such a lazy editor, dude. Like, I love editing to death, but I'm so lazy. So that's why we're gonna wrap things up right now. The next time I do a little recap on Eden Zero, it's gonna be on the Skull Fairy arc, which is fairly short, so it's gonna be a really quick video considering that it only lasts 3 chapters, especially with these two being a combined 11. This one did come out a bit longer. I didn't really want this video to come out this long, but yeah, expect more Eden Zero in the future. Like the video if you liked the video, dislike if you didn't like the video. Comment down below because I love talking to my fellow Mishima fans, bro. We go through so much hate and torment as fans, and look at us, man. We just continue to be happy and be strong and simply enjoy the series that make us happy. So if you want to talk to your boy, I am also up to date on Eden Zero, of course. We can talk about this latest arc going on. It's kind of hype. You can hit me up in the comment sections, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you feel. It'd be dope if you subscribe, and feel free to follow me on social media. I'm most active on Twitter, but I'll leave the links to everything in the description below. It has been Otaku Dreams, and that is all she wrote.